Welcome back to In the Alley. My name is Cody. Looks like the expansion video is doing pretty well, right? I'm going to turn my hat around. A little garish to have the word Kansas City like that. The Mavericks are playing the Idaho Steelheads, so I got to support the ECHL. But anyway, back to regular scheduled programming. The expansion video is doing pretty well, right? So let's get back to some boring recaps. We got 3 right here. Timestamps are going to pop up. We're just going to get right into it, and I got to get these out before week 9 hits on Friday, and this will be Thursday morning when it comes out. So it's now or never. So 3 games. We're going to start Frisco and San Antonio, work our way through. So let's get going. All right. So if you haven't seen recap, preview, anything like that, cool. Anyone new watching this, thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing or doing whatever. We're just going to get right into it. Frisco and San Antonio. Stats are going to pop up over my face. We'll talk about those at the end. You guys can read all of that stuff while I narrate the game. Let's go. So, we're underway in San Antonio. Frisco's kickoff hits a gunslinger. Frisco recovers the kick. It's a short run by Martez Carter, and it's an incomplete to Spencer Tiers, and it makes it 3rd and 7 really quick for the Frisco Fighters. TJ Edwards hits Blackman over the middle and around midfield for a first. Edwards runs for about 5, then gets pressured and brought down for maybe a 2-yard gain. It's 3rd and 3 for the Fighters. Edwards drops back, throws to Spencer Tiers, who picks up the first on a screen on the right side. Carter on a jet sweep is the high motion man, and he picks up 6 to 7 yards. Edwards keeper, and he's short to the gain. The ref signal touchdown. Will San Antonio challenge the play? No. They rule it a touchdown. TJ Edwards, extra point good. Frisco, 7-0. Cali Rashad returns the kick to the 16 for the Gunslingers. Deep play, first play, deep shot. Goodness. DJ Myers, Castronova leads him too far. Incomplete. Second play, though, it connects. 2 plays, Naquan Murray, touchdown from Sam Castronova. TC Stevens kicks the extra point. We're tied at 7. And right after that, TC Stevens, he drops a big fat deuce on Frisco. 9-7, Gunslingers lead. Frisco takes over at their own 5-yard line. Edwards to McClurge for 5, and again for a first down for at the 20, Offsides moves Frisco up 5 yards. TJ Edwards takes the quarterback keeper for a couple. And Martez Carter doesn't gain much on his run, on his catch to the flat. It's a 3rd and 2. Edwards keeps again, and he is stuffed. He is short. It's 4th down 4. He's not actually short, but the yardage is short. It's 4th down Frisco. Ricky Wyatt wraps Edwards up behind the line of scrimmage on 4th down. Gunslingers take over. Uh-oh. Castronova to Murray, and it's a first down to the 17. Kobe Perry is injured for Frisco. He goes to the bench. Castronova, keeper for no gain, and he finds DJ Myers next play for a 1st and goal. It's a pitch to Keyshawn Harper to make it 2nd and goal. We reach the end of the first quarter, 9-7 San Antonio. Castronova throws middle end zone, and Naquan Murray hauls it in for 6. Extra point good. 16-7 San Antonio. Frisco, little shaky. Deuce attempt goes wide, ball out to the 20-yard line for the Fighters. Larry Harrington into the game for quarterback. Did Edwards get injured on that Ricky Wyatt play? Harrington passed to Faison McClurge for a first down. Harrington drawn. He gets 2 or 3 yards. He gets down to the 3-yard line. Broadcast saying Edwards is holding his non-throwing wrist and is walking gingerly. Could be something. Could be nothing. We don't know. San Antonio challenging a false start, and it fails. They lose a timeout and a challenge. Carter gets stuffed, but it's illegal defense on 1st and goal. Harrington, keeper, gets into the end zone. It's a touchdown, Frisco. Extra point is good. 16-14, Gunslingers lead is down to 2 again. Ensuing kickoff, it goes out of bounds. Ball to midfield for San Antonio. Castronova has all day to throw. Chooses to throw it away after he can't find anyone. Castronova does find Upshaw, who gains 8 on the next play and gets hit into the wall. Castronova finds an open Naquan Murray at the 7. He just sits, little hitch right in the zone. And a face mask on offense will move San Antonio back. It's a 3rd and 17 now for the Gunslingers. Castronova gets pressured, has to throw it on the run, and he hits Austin Upshaw. Another flag, though. It's a legal defense. This time on the defense, it's declined. It's a 1st and goal for San Antonio. Cali Rashad rushes for a few yards, and then Castronova hits a wide-open DJ Myers in the back of the end zone, left side, for the touchdown. The extra point is good. San Antonio's lead back to 9, 23-14. Ensuing kickoff, Lionel McConnell, he gets a long kick return, so, there's a flag. It's a holding on the return. Frisco sets up shop deep in their own territory. Harrington back in at quarterback. I think he's going the rest of the way here. McClurge hauls in a catch, picks up 6. Screen to Martez Carter, who shakes a tackle, picks up the first down. Harrington looks right, and Tremont Wiley swats the pass away. Harrington on an RPO keeper, and Harold Love is there for just a couple of yards to tackle him. 3rd and 9 now. Harrington looks left. Ball is caught over the dashers by, I think, Tears. Martez Carter handoff for about 5. Frisco killing a lot of time here. Harrington rolls right and throws out of the end zone. Roughing the passer on San Antonio will give Frisco a new set of downs and half the distance. Harrington fakes the pitch out and finds a wide open McClurge in the back of the end zone for 6 of Frisco's own. Extra point is no good. Well, I think it's good. I have 23-21 written down, so that means it should be good. Both teams holding serve right now, so I think it was good. Kickoff goes out of bounds, ball to midfield for San Antonio. Castronova to Murray for a couple here. Frisco player is down. It's Kobe Perry again. Castronova scrambles and slides, gets hit while sliding, and a flag is thrown for the late hit. 1st and goal for San Antonio, and we reach the 1-minute warning. Handoff to Keyshawn Harper inside the 5, and the clock ticks. Excuse me. Timeout Frisco with 49 seconds left. Harper run again, and another Frisco timeout with 43 seconds left. Castronova drifts right and has an open DJ Myers in the end zone, but he can't make the one-handed catch. 4th and goal now with 39 seconds left for San Antonio. Castronova escapes the blitz, throws right to Austin Upshaw for the touchdown. Upshaw catch with 3 defenders around him too. It's a beautiful catch. Extra point is blocked, 29-21 Gunslingers, 32 seconds left. Kickoff goes out of bounds, ball to midfield for Frisco. Harrington to McClurge as the clock ticks down. Harrington has to spike it with 13 seconds to play. 2 penalties for Frisco move them back. Harrington finds Carter, who bounces off the wall by himself, jukes a defender, dives into the end zone right side for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion is good, and we are tied at 29 with 8 seconds left. So I think that extra point was good previously. Castronova on the next play or on the next drive, he is intercepted by Castleberry. Penalty will give us an untimed down, and it's just an underneath pass that takes us to halftime, tied at 29. Second half kick is to midfield after it goes out of bounds. Harrington starts the second half for Frisco. It's his show the rest of the way. Short run and an incomplete make it 3rd down. Harrington's pass is broken up, and it's 4th down. Larry Harrington deep shot, and McClurge brings it in over the defender for 6. Extra point is good. 36-29 Frisco leads. Cali Rashad with a catch, and it's first down for San Antonio on the ensuing drive. Keyshawn Harper runs for a few, and Solomon Wise right up the middle sacks Castronova. It's 3rd and long for San Antonio. Castronova, back foot pass, and it's incomplete. It's 4th and 18 for the Gunslingers. They're going for it. Castronova lofts it up to Myers. It crashes into the end zone boards, hauls in the touchdown on 4th and 18. Jeez. Extra point is good. Gunslingers tie it back up at 36. Ball to midfield after out of bounds kick. Martez Carter runs for 7, and Harrington runs next play to pick up the first down. It's 1st and goal for Frisco, quick. 2 runs gain little yards, but it's 3rd and goal for the Fighters. Martez Carter gains a couple. He cannot get into the end zone. It's 4th and goal. Harrington with all the time, and he scrambles into the end zone, but there's a flag. I lied. There's no flag. They picked it up. It took 10 minutes to discuss why a flag was thrown, and they picked it up. Yay. San Antonio is challenging a false start. Play is confirmed. No false start. Touchdown, Frisco. Extra point is good. 43-36. Frisco leads once more. Cali Rashad with a long kick return. So you know what that means. It's a flag. San Antonio starting at their own 2 after the kick return penalty and a sideline warning prior. I believe it was either on the extra point or on the touchdown. Castronova hits backup quarterback Amon Caldwell for a catch. Rashad gets to the 21, and San Antonio moving the ball here. Another Rashad catch, and they're into Frisco territory. Keyshawn Harper picks up a first down on a run. It's an injured player on the field for Frisco. It is Caleb Thomas, the defensive lineman. Castronova faces pressure, escapes, and scrambles up the field for 7 or 8, and we reach the end of the third quarter, 43-36, Frisco leads. Castronova RPO keeper inside the 5. Castronova to Harper. It's a loss on the play, but there's a flag for illegal defense. Castronova on the next play takes it into the end zone for 6. Extra point is good. Tied again at 43. We have a shootout. Ensuing kickoff. Well, not for long. Ensuing kickoff. Lionel McConnell, coast to coast, returns it. Kickoff return for a touchdown. No flags. Exciting. Extra point is good. 50-43. Frisco leads once more. Next kickoff. Bounces in play and out of the back of the end zone. They will start at the 5, do the Gunslingers. Castronova to Myers for 5, and then a deep pass to Upshaw, and he snags it inside the 10 inside the 10-yard line of Frisco's. Castronova to Myers to the 2-yard line. Castronova keeps. He gets right side, and he gets in for the score. Extra point, though, is botched and intercepted by McConnell, and he will return it all the way for 2 points. 52-49. Fighters now lead by 3. And TC Stevens, though, he's going to narrow the gap here. He hits another deuce. A big fat deuce on Frisco again. 52-51. Fighters. Next drive for Frisco. 2 Harrington rushes make it 3rd down and 10. Harrington fires to Tears, and they give Frisco the first down. It's a 1st and goal. Harrington, delayed draw. He runs left side into the end zone. Extra point good. Frisco leads 59-51. Callie Rashad returns it to the 16 for San Antonio. 2 Keyshawn Harper runs and can't get the first down. It's 3rd and 2. Harper gets the first on his 3rd go-around, and it's inside Frisco's 15. Harper, another run, gains 6, and another run for 1st and goal. 6 straight Keyshawn Harper runs. We reach the 1-minute warning. No, we won't. San Antonio's calling a play instead. Castronova gets hit, and the refs say it's an incomplete pass. Incomplete, and it's a 1-minute warning. Castronova design run, and he is in the end zone once again. We have a 2-point try. Castronova directs his receiver, but it's incomplete. 59-57. Frisco, 50 seconds left. Onside, and Frisco gets called for illegal batting, so we re-kick. It's a second onside attempt for San Antonio. Charles Williams recovers for Frisco. 47 seconds remain. Harrington, keeper, loses 1 yard or 2. 41 seconds, timeout, Gunslingers. Harrington snap and tries to kill extra time before sliding. 37 seconds remain. An illegal defense. It moves Frisco closer. Harrington kneels. San Antonio calls their last timeout. 25 seconds remain, and Frisco's bringing out their kicker on 4th down. Bryce Crawford is going to hit it. 62-57 with 20 seconds left. San Antonio has a chance. Squib kick is returned it to the 24-yard line. 16 seconds to play. Castronova throws too far for an incomplete. 11 seconds left. And on the next play, Faison McClurge picks off Sam Castronova in the end zone. That's game. 62-57. Fighters back in the win column. All right, so looking at the stats in front of us, as we do, you guys have already seen them. Minus the passing, it was a pretty even back and forth game. Now, obviously, San Antonio is going to pass the ball, but when you look at the passing stats for Frisco, it's kind of on par with what they've done all season. The mainstay is the rushing. They both had the even number of rushing yards, and that's, San Antonio didn't win this game, but you still have to take a little bit of pride of only holding Frisco to 67 yards rushing. Granted, TJ Edwards did not play the whole game, and granted, your leading rusher for Frisco was Martez Carter for 28 yards. I think a thing that kind of doomed San Antonio was honestly the turning point was that kick return touchdown. That kind of sealed it for them to break that tie, and then to have that 2-point conversion get returned. Yes, you scored a deuce on the next kickoff, but that just kind of seemed to give Frisco the momentum. the confidence, everything they needed to do to just kind of close out this game. When you look at the leaders, I know we've already kind of touched on it. Faison McClurge, nice game for him. Game-sealing interception, along with 7 catches, 66 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Austin Upshaw, 4 catches, 70 yards, and 1 touchdown. You see the team rushing leaders right there. Excuse me. Larry Harrington, only 9 of 13 for 103 yards and 3 touchdowns. Castronova, just his usual self. Not really much else to touch on here. Just a nice back and forth game. It was a shootout. I didn't think it would be, so egg on my face. I'll be honest though. At the end of the first quarter, when it was 9-7, I had a little bit of a gleam in my eye. Even at the end of the third quarter, I still felt like, the over-under I think was 103.5. I still thought we would be a little bit on that side, but yeah, you already know which way we're going to go when we talk about our bet. But I guess we'll go talk about that now. Like I said, everything here is just pretty even. What you see kind of is what you get, but to hold San Antonio to just 7 points in the third quarter, and one of those touchdowns is your kick return touchdown. You score the 2-point conversion on the 2-point conversion. And yeah, I don't know. I just think it was a nice back and forth. Frisco just made a couple more plays, 2 turnovers, all of that stuff. So let's go take a look at our bet. We'll move on with recap number 2. I'm not going to be wearing any get up tonight, so no, we didn't win. All right, recap number 2. Quad City, traveling to Des Moines. We're in Des Moines. Iowa Barnstormers. How many times can I say Des Moines? Jesus. So I'm going to say it one more time because we're going to throw stats on the face and start narrating and stuff. And here we go. We are underway from Des Moines, Iowa, and the Barnstormers receive the kick. It's a quick hitch to Darren Wilson, and Iowa starts the game with the first down. Kyle King looks and throws just past Williams, incomplete. King keeper, and it's third down for the Barnstormers. King with time, and he gets it to Wilson at the 1-yard line. It's a 1st and goal. Kyle King runs around, and he gets down to the 1. It's a 2nd goal. Washington as the motion man, and he uses his second effort to get into the end zone. 7-0 Iowa. Kickoff goes out of the end zone, ball to the 20 for Quad City. Play action, and Erickson finds an open Harrington for a first. Quad City direct snap to Harrington, bounces off the turf and right back to him. Gains a couple. Erickson, keeper, he gains nothing on 3rd down. Erickson throws, and it's tipped and incomplete. Offsides will give Quad City a shorter 3rd down attempt. Play action again, and Harrington is wide open in the end zone left side. Busted coverage. Extra point is good by Kaplan. We are tied at 7. Iowa returns the kick to midfield, maybe into Quad City territory a little bit. Washington hands off, and he makes a great cut right and gains the 1st and a bit more. Maybe not. 2nd and 2, I thought he got the 1st. Well, Washington catches the pass. He gets the 1st this time. A nice little dump-off pass. Washington picks it up. 1st and goal, Washington runs again to the 6. Kyle King keeps, gains nothing. 3rd and goal, Iowa. King rolls left, and he has an open Kean Williams in the end zone, but he cannot hold on. It's 4th down. Gabe Rui on for the field goal, and he connects. 10-7 Barnstormers. Kevon Rudd returns it to the 17 for Quad City. Jared Harrington run goes nowhere, and he redeems himself, though, on a nice pitch and catch on the next play. He gets to the Iowa 13-yard line. Judd Erickson runs for 3, and then an incomplete pass. It's 3rd and 7 Steamwheelers. Pass complete to Vander, and is a yard or 2 short of the 1st. We reach the end of the first quarter, 10-7 Barnstormers. It's a handoff to Vander. He tries to stretch it to the right and gets stopped. It's a turnover on downs. Ensuing drive for Iowa. Kyle King gets hit as he throws. Ball hangs in the air, and Kevin Moore picks it off. Moore returns it inside the 5 for Quad City. Now, Quad City in business. Erickson hands off to Vander, who gets to the 1, and then Vander in the Wildcat gets stuffed. It's 3rd and goal. Fade pass is tipped and incomplete. This is great defense by Iowa right here. Kaplan on to attempt a field goal, and it's good. We are tied at 10. Squib kick, and it's returned by CJ Tate, who breaks a few tackles deep into Quad City territory. Iowa takes over. King, run goes nowhere, and it's an incomplete. Brings up a 3rd and an 11 for Iowa. 2 plays, 3rd and 11. King with time rolls right and hits William, but not enough for the first. 4th and 5 for Iowa. Barnstormers are going to go for it. And Kyle King threads the needle to Wilson for 6. Rui extra point is good. 17-10 Iowa. Kevon Rudd returns it to the 15 for Quad City. Harrington is wide open, deep, and Erickson hits him for a 1st and goal at the 8. Edward Vander runs inside the 5. Erickson keeper and goes nowhere. It's a 3rd and goal. It's an illegal defense on Iowa. 2nd down at the 2. Erickson threads his own needle, and VC is able to hold on to the catch for the score. Extra point good, 17 all. We are tied once again. Both offenses doing pretty well. Williams kind of jogs past the 25 on the return, it seemed. He might have been running fast, but it did not look like he was running fast. That could just be his speed, man. Not saying he's slow, but dude looks like he's jogging compared to other people out there. He's quick. It's offsides for Quad City on the kickoff. Iowa moves closer after the return. King looks deep and he's able to draw a defensive pass interference. Quad City's defensive back held the wide receiver's arm. It's a 1st and goal at the 2. Washington runs it in for 6. And there's extracurriculars after the score. It's an unsportsmanlike on Iowa, and a player is ejected. It's Stroder, however you pronounce it. He is ejected. It's offensive lineman, and he is heated. I think he was throwing his helmet when he got to the bench, stuff like that. Can't have that. So, extra point is good. 24-17, Iowa leads again. They will need a backup lineman to finish the game. Short kick, and Quad City gets to the 20, and it's unsportsmanlike. Will move Quad City closer after that was in the bank, I believe. Quad City really trying to get Erickson running. It's just not working. They only gain a few yards. Judd Erickson looks, throws wide open on the right as Karan Ashley for the touchdown. Extra point is good. We are tied again at 24. Kickoff out of bounds. Iowa gets it to the 20-yard line. King throws, and Williams goes up with a defender on his back, and he brings it in. It's a 1st and goal. Iowa has a response here. And King fumbles the snap as soon as I type this. King looks, fires another touchdown. It's for Iowa. Darren Wilson with the touchdown catch behind the defense. Just some busted coverage. Extra point good. Barnstormers regain the lead, 31-24. We reach the 1-minute warning. Kickoff out of the end zone, ball to the midfield. Judd Erickson finds Rudd, who spins and gets down to the 12. Vander pitch out to the 7 on the left side. Quad City calls timeout with 23 seconds left in the half. Erickson with time, and it's a pick 6. Jefferson Fritz, bad throw by Judd Erickson. Extra points good. Iowa up 2 scores now with 12 seconds to play. Harrington kick return with 17.8 seconds left. I think I typed that wrong. Harrington kick return to the 17, 8 seconds left. It looks like 17.8. I apologize. Erickson finds Vander, who gains some yards. They don't put time back on the clock. Clearly, there were 2 seconds left when he got tackled, but okay, home cooking. I don't care. Halftime, 38-24. Barnstormers seem like they're in command. Steamwheelers get the ball to start the second half. Karan Ashley returns the kick to the 12. Judd Erickson runs for maybe 4 yards, throws deep and misses Rudd, 3rd and 6. Erickson scrambles and is short by 1 yard. It's 4th down. Vander picks up the first on a pitch. Erickson throws deep to VC, and it's offsides on Iowa. Oh man, it's game over. RPO handoff is fumbled right, and Ty Tate scoops and scores it. Iowa is going to get their first win. Extra point is good, 45-24. Barnstormers well on their way. Insult to injury, too. Gabe Rui drops a big fat deuce on Quad City, 47-24, as the Steamwheelers take over. Erickson has happy feet right now. He scrambles right, throws it away. He's just not setting his feet, from what I can see. Erickson to Rudd, and he gains about 8. Handoff to Vander, he gets nothing. 4th down. Erickson's pass is incomplete. Iowa turnover on downs. 2 incompletes, but a holding on Quad City will give the Barnstormers new set of downs. Rob Washington runs for a few, and it's an incomplete to make it 3rd and goal for Iowa. Incomplete on 3rd and goal makes it 4th and goal. More chippiness here between the two teams. Field goal attempt by Rui is good, 50-24 Iowa. And again, Gabe Rui dropping another big fat deuce on Quad City, 52-24. Barnstormers just pouring it on here. Erickson in the flat to Harrington for a couple yards. Incomplete pass after that. 3rd and 7, Quad City. Erickson to Rudd, who picks up the first down. Erickson to Harrington in the middle of the field and down to the 16-yard line. Erickson to Vander. It'll be 1st and goal. Erickson shovel pass to Harrington for 6. Oh, that's for a touchdown. I thought it was for 6 yards. Shovel pass for a touchdown for 6. 2-point conversion is batted down. 52-30. Iowa still leads. Jefferson Fritz returns it to the 18 for Iowa. Kyle King throws behind, but Washington hauls it in, but he fumbles and Quad City recovers. He might be down. Iowa is challenging and the play is confirmed. I would have lost the challenge too. I thought he was down. So, dang, Quad City ball. Erickson finds Kevin Rudd to the 11. Erickson then finds Vander this time, and he gets to the 1 or 2 yard line for a 1st and goal. It's a pitch out to Vander. He loses yards. And man, I don't know what Erickson's doing here. Tries to throw the needle. It's tipped and picked, but a penalty will negate it. Erickson, play action, finds an open Harrington alone in the end zone for a touchdown. Another 2-point try. This one is picked off. 52-36. Iowa leads, but slowly diminished. Washington rushes and gains about 6 on the next drive. Another Washington run. He picks up a first. Washington runs again, breaks a tackle, tries to reestablish, and gets dropped for a loss. King, deep shot is intercepted by Smith, and he returns it into Iowa territory. Oh boy. Mike Irwin is into the game now for Quad City, and he connects with VC for a couple. Irwin runs and sets up a 3rd and short. Irwin throws, and I don't know where that ball I don't know where the ball went, but the ref signaled touchdown. And is that a Kevon Rudd catch? I don't know, but Iowa is out of challenges. They can't challenge, I don't believe. Extra point is good, 52-43. Iowa's lead is only 9, and we have 7 minutes to play. Kickoff out of bounds, ball to midfield. King looks, throws, hits Williams, and he gets stripped. Does Quad City have the ball? Quad City can't challenge this either, and now a penalty on Wilson gives Quad City the ball at the 15. Irwin hits Vander, who's able to cut inside and get to the 6-yard line. Irwin's pass is incomplete, 3rd and 1. Another incomplete, and it's 4th and 1. Quad City going for it. Irwin, design run to the right, and he picks up the first down. Irwin down to the 1-yard line. They've got to go fast here. Sneak again, but a flag for offsides. Sneak again, flag for offsides. Keep, rinse and repeat. Rudd slips on a handoff, and it's 3rd and goal. Iowa holds Quad City out of the end zone again, 4th and goal as time is ticking. Quad City going in for it on 4th and goal, and a false start will move them back. Now the field goal unit comes on for Quad City. What? Oh my God, just what can you do to shoot yourself in the foot? Field goal attempt is good, 52-46. Iowa's lead is less than a touchdown. Well, is a touchdown, extra point, all you know what I'm talking about. Onside kick goes out of bounds, and offsides on Quad City will move Iowa half the distance. Iowa runs. Quad City calls their last timeout. Iowa runs. We reach the 1-minute warning with 3rd down. Pass is incomplete. Why did you pass the ball? What are you doing? 4th and goal for Iowa. Rui on to attempt a field goal with 56 seconds. It's good. 55-46. Quad City needs a score, a 2-point conversion, and a deuce to win. Kickoff out of bounds, ball to midfield for Quad City. Irwin almost picked off by France, who jumped the route. Incomplete again, 3rd down, 43 seconds to play. Irwin to Vander, it's 1st down as at the 15, time ticks. And Irwin gets Vander in the end zone for 6. They need 2 points. Why are they attempting an extra point? What are you doing? I don't understand this. Look, I get playing for the tie, doing something like that here. Unless you're trying another onside kick, I don't know what they're doing. They have to be trying for an onside here. Why are you not going for 2? I get the thinking. I do. They make the extra point. But you needed to go for 2 there. Either way, you need an onside regardless if you make the 2-point conversion or not. I understand the play calling. If you didn't want to attempt a deuce or something like that, or if you needed it, I get it. Regardless, you made the extra point. You couldn't get the onside. 53-55. Iowa wins. First win of the year. Go to the Barnstormers. So with stats over the face, just an offensive explosion by Quad City when you look at in terms of total yards, passing yards, and things along those lines. What really, really disappoints me about either of these teams, honestly, I root for both of them. I root for Quad City. 28 rushing yards. In the last couple of weeks, and I get things vary, defenses are different for each team, but only 28 rushing yards against a winless Iowa team? Oh man, I don't know what happened. I don't. Judd Erickson's your leading rusher. That guy's a turtle. I'm joking around here, but only 12 rushing yards. He's your leading rusher. I don't know what happened to Vander. I don't know. He got stuffed so many times. 28 rushing yards. And Iowa's no better. 16 rushing yards. Rob Washington actually had 21. But when you consider all of the lost yardage and everything like that, they ended up with 16. So, my goodness. 7 total turnovers between the two of them. I don't know, man. Iowa really wanted to give the game away. Quad City didn't want them to give the game away. They wanted them to win, I guess. I don't know. Iowa looked so good in control. That pick 6 by Jefferson Fritz really turned the tide for them. They finished 1 for 5 on third downs, and they still won. They had 4 turnovers, and they still won. That's incredible. They gave up 23 points in the fourth quarter. They still won. Iowa deserved to win, though. That's the main takeaway here. Don't think for 1 second that Iowa did not deserve to win this game. They played the better game. If you're Quad City, you've got to be kicking yourself. The turnover on downs, the penalties that shoot you in the foot. I still don't know what their strategy was there at the end of the game. Like I said, you just needed a touchdown, a 2-point, and a deuce. I don't know. I'm sure coach is way smarter than me. Obviously, I'm not a coach, but people smarter than me be like, well, you don't need to do that. You can score the touchdown and do that. Okay, fine. I concede. But let's take a look at the leaders here on the left side. Erickson, 18 of 28, 198 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not a bad stat line. Not at all. Kyle King, 92 passing yards. And I get 92. That's factoring in, getting sacked, I believe, or dropped yardage and stuff. So 101 total passing yards. Wait, I think that is this the game where I don't know if I had it in there that Ian McBurrow had a pass. Maybe. Anyway, 92 passing yards for Kyle King. So, yeah, Jared Harrington continues his little domination. 8 catches, 98 yards, 3 touchdowns. Darren Wilson, actually your leader. It's not Kean Williams for the first time in probably a while. 4 catches, 43 yards, and 2 touchdowns for him. Like I said, not a bad game. It was nice to see one team come out with a huge lead to only almost squander it. If you go 5 quarters, does Quad City take this game? I don't know. But sure started looking that way, right? Good thing it only lasts 4. But let's go see if we won our bet. We didn't. But let's go see if we did. And we'll move on with recap number 3. No. All right, final recap. Vegas and Bay Area. Fun game. We'll just get after it. Stats on the face. We're going to be live from the SAP Center in San Jose. Let's get into it. Kickoff. Honeycutt returns it to the 16. So nice to see Malik Honeycutt in the game for Vegas. I know they just signed him not too recently for this game and beyond. Jerome Johnson starts for Vegas. Nice to see him back as well. I believe I think it was last week, he got benched partway through the game, so he'll get the start. Johnson floats one to Randolph, who already has a first and goal for Vegas. Wimbush left side on a handoff gains 2 or 3. Johnson bobbles his snap. He is sacked or rushes for a loss, however you want to score that one. It's 3rd and goal for Vegas. Johnson, play action. He doesn't put enough under it, and Tafalele picks him off for Bay Area. He had an open Wimbush, but he just didn't float it too far up. It won't matter, though. We have a flag for roughing the passer. 1st and goal now. Johnson, pitch to Taylor, loses yards. Johnson, RPO keeper, and he races into the end zone for 6. I believe he did that up the middle to the right. Extra point, though, no good. 6-0 Vegas. Squib kick lands at the 10, and Prater returns it around midfield. Felix Harper will get the start for Bay Area. Harper, play action, and took too long to develop. Gabe McCoy is there to sack him for a 6-yard loss. Harper hits Peterson to pick up a good chunk of yards, make it 3rd and manageable. Harper to Peterson again, but it'll be 4th and 1. Harper, option keeper, he goes nowhere. Turnover on downs, he is stuffed by Vegas. Next play, incomplete, but Johnson's next pass is caught by CJ Wyndham, who breaks free from his defender. He takes it in for 6. Great play by CJ. Extra point is good. 13-0 Nighthawks. Bay Area returns the kick to the 17 or 18. Shane Simpson gains about 5, and then a Harper run doesn't gain much on 2nd. 3rd down for Bay Area. They need something here to keep pace. Harper, with time, he's able to find Jazaric Peterson for a 1st down. Shane Simpson runs, reverses field a little, and picks up 7. Simpson again bounces off a defender and works his way to the 1. Simpson caps off the drive with a touchdown. Extra point, no good. 13-6, Vegas leads. Ball bounces out, goes out of the end zone for a touchback. It'll go to the 5. Johnson, keeper, he finds some gaps to gain 9 yards, and Johnson takes a deep shot, just overthrows Quentin Randolph. Randolph literally had no one near him. No one. He could have just sat there for days. 3rd and 1 now. Johnson hands off to Caleb Hawley, picks up the 1st and more to midfield. End of the 1st quarter, 13-6 Vegas. Johnson, clean pocket, hits Hawley going over the middle. He turns upfield for another 1st. And it's a triple option motion, RPO with one of the upmen. Jerome Johnson follows his blockers, leaps over them as he scores another 6 points for Vegas. Extra point is good, 20-6. Bay Area needs to score on this next drive. Bay Area returns it to the 16. Flags will move them half the distance back. 2 Simpson runs, pick up a 1st, and I'm just going to say right now, I don't know if Bay Area is designed to play from behind right now. I know they've won their last 2 games. We'll talk more about it later. Let's stay with the narration, but it's just kind of a vibe that I got from them. Harper stands in the pocket. He hits JT Stokes for a 1st. Simpson runs left side for another 1st down. Harper runs on the 1st and goal, gains nothing. Play action, RPO, and Peterson jumps and makes the catch from Harper for the score. Extra point, no good. 20-12. Nighthawks lead is 8. It's a short kick, and Vegas returns it inside Bay Area's 10. It's 1st and goal already. 2 runs, and it's 3rd and goal from inside the 5. Wimbush cannot get in for Vegas. 4th and goal, they're going for it. And they're going to pass it. Why? Who cares how it works out? It does. Great snag by Randolph, who gets the ricochet and the one hand for 6. Extra point is good. 27-12. Vegas extends their lead. Prater only makes it to the 8 on the return for Bay Area. They just seem like they're against the ropes right now. Harper pump fakes and hits Simpson for a 1st down. Play action again for Bay Area, and Stokes, left side, makes the catch and turns upfield. It's a 1st down at the 12. Harper, no gain on a run, but hits, I'm going to butcher his name. I'm not even going to pronounce it. Starts with an A. He's in for the score. 2-point try for Bay Area here. Harper looks with time, and Peterson catches just across the goal line. 27-7. Bay Area trails by a touchdown. Bay Area onside only gets to 5, or only goes 5 yards. Vegas falls on it. 1st and goal, Nighthawks. 2 runs, and Bay Area snuffs them both out. 3rd and goal from the 8. Jerome Johnson looks, and an out route to Hawley is incomplete, but the refs will call pass interference. And slow-mo shows a clear defensive pass interference. We reach the 1-minute warning, and Vegas has a 1st and goal. Wimbush is stopped short. Timeout Bay Area. Johnson keeps and drags Williams into the end zone with him. Touchdown Vegas. Extra point is good. 34-20. Nighthawks with 47 seconds to play. Prater with a decent return to the 19. Harper to Simpson over the middle and picks up 6, 39 seconds left in the half. Incomplete brings up third down. Harper runs and picks up the first, 29 seconds to play. Pass bounces off Stokes' hands and he drops it. Pass behind Peterson, who had it hit his hands, 3rd and 10. Peterson leaps, makes the catch, falls down, and crawls his way into the end zone for Bay Area. The extra point is good, 34-27, 17 seconds left in the half. And Jericho Flowers, coast-to-coast kickoff return for the touchdown. Vegas goes right back to the lead, right back into a bigger lead, Extra point is good, 41-27, 9 seconds to play. It's a touchback to the 5. Harper slings it deep. It's tipped and intercepted by Caesar. We reach halftime, 41-27, Vegas in command. Bay Area returns the kick to the 17 or 18 to start the second half. Simpson rushes for a yard and Lee Autry is down on the field for Vegas. He's able to get up and walk with some help to the sideline. Harper throws over the middle to Peterson at the 16 of Vegas. Simpson pitch left side, reverses field and gets tripped up, or he might have had 6 on that play. Harper to Stokes left side for a couple. It sets up third down. Jericho Flowers now hurt for Vegas. He is helped off the field. 3rd and 4, and Simpson's rush doesn't gain much, if anything, 4th down. Panthers have to go for it here, and as the broadcast says, this could be game if they don't convert. Harper's pass is too tall for Peterson. Vegas takes over on downs. Johnson has a deep pass that's knocked away by Northington. Johnson hits Hawley for about 6 or 7. It's a 3rd down for Vegas. Johnson flushed out of the pocket, flag is thrown, he scrambles and eventually is taken down for a couple of yards. It's a holding on Vegas, and Bay Area accepts the penalty. I would have declined it. That would have made it 4th down. And that's why. Johnson hits CJ Wyndham, who jumps, makes the catch, shakes a tackle, and is across the sticks for a 1st down. Short run and an incomplete make another 3rd down for Vegas. Johnson lobs it up to Wimbush and hauls it in for another 1st down. 2 3rd down conversions on this drive. Johnson keeper inside the 5, and Johnson scores on the next play. Extra point is good, 48-27, Vegas up by 21. Prater returns it to the 7 or 8, and Bay Area starts their drive. Incomplete, and then Bryce Hampton picks off Felix Harper, and Vegas calls game. Wimbush rushes for a couple, and then Johnson rolls right next play, throws across his body, finds a wide open Hawley in the end zone. Extra point is good, 55-27, Nighthawks cruising. Prater returns it to the 23. Let's just see what Bay Area can do. Harper stuffed for nothing. Next play is a dump off to Simpson for a couple. 3rd down Bay Area. Flowers jumps the route and picks off Harper now. 2 picks in a row for Vegas. Jericho Flowers having himself a game. Wimbush takes the handoff, goes all the way inside the 5 for Vegas. We reach the end of the 3rd quarter, 55-27 Nighthawks. Johnson, RPO keeper, he's in for 6. Extra point good, 62-27. And it's insane to think that Vegas struggled with Duke City just a couple games ago. Touchback to the 5. Daquan Neal is in the game now for Bay Area. Neal bobbles the snap and gets it to Simpson for 9 yards. Deep shot incomplete. It's 3rd and 1. Neal is rushed, and is that a catch? The refs call it a catch. Jazarick Peterson one-handed and lands on a table. You just need your body to touch the dashers to make it a catch. 2 incompletions after that, but a flag for illegal contact gives Bay Area new downs. Simpson for 3, and then Neal runs for a 1st and goal. Pushed back, no, it's a false start. Neal takes it to the 1. Simpson can't convert on 2nd down, but does on 3rd down. Touchdown Bay Area. 2-point attempt is good. Daquan Neal to Stokes. 62-35 Nighthawks. Reyna into the game now for Vegas, and they'll probably just run it, waste some time. Wimbush, short run, and Reyna is stripped but recovers his own fumble. 3rd and 11 upcoming. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. Macias on to attempt a field goal. It's no good. Bay Area takes over. Neal to Stokes for a few, and then a wide open deep shot to guy with the last name of A. Down to the 9. Neal stands in the pocket, hits Simpson for 5. Neal runs, gains 2 or 3. Daquan Neal will get into the end zone on a quarterback keeper. 2-point attempt is converted, and we now have a shouting match between players, 62-43. In Bay Area, they recover their onside kick. Neal scrambles, gets out of bounds, and then it's an incomplete pass to make it 3rd down and 3 for Bay Area. Simpson catches and works his way past midfield, 1st down and more. Incomplete takes us to the 1-minute warning. Another incompletion, it's 3rd and 10 with 56 seconds left. 3 straight incompletions, 4th down for Bay Area. 4th straight passes, 4 straight incompletions. Vegas takes over. They kneel at the clock. 62-43 final. Vegas is your last undefeated team in the Indoor Football League. So, looking at the stats in front of us, and I know it's not going to show up here, but I think a key turning point is when Bay Area accepted the penalty to make it a 3rd down instead of declining it for a 4th down. Vegas converts the 3rd down into a 1st. They end up scoring, and then Bryce Hampton picks off Felix Harper, and then that turns into another drive where Vegas scores. That made it 55-27. Honestly, I think that is the key turning point here, and where Vegas really just took off, because I think at that point in time it was 27-20 before that, or something close to that, maybe 34-27 or something along those lines. And yeah, Vegas just overpowered them. When you look at that box score and realize that it was over by the end of the 3rd quarter, maybe even halftime, Vegas just proved themselves. They're for real. And I know in my team preview I did for Vegas, I didn't know what this team would be. We had no idea what the roster would be, who's coming, who's going, pause, I get it. But with players returning, players leaving, things along those lines, I'd said this could be a team that could be bottom of the barrel. They could be a wild card team. I did not expect this team to be the last undefeated. When you look at the team stats on the right side, and you just look at these stats, they didn't need to rush the ball a lot. They didn't need to pass the ball a lot. They picked off Bay Area 3 times. They only threw 13 passes. They only rushed the ball 23 times. They only had 36 offensive plays. And they scored 62 points. I know it was a kick return touchdown, and I know there's other things in there too that attributed to it, but short fields, what have you. But the fact that you got outgained by almost 100 yards, actually over 100 yards, and you still won is incredible to me. There weren't a lot of penalties, which is good. You didn't want a game marred by penalties. When you look at the time of possession, it was pretty even. You only ran 36 plays, and still the time of possession was pretty even. That's really good. 3rd down conversions, they were both even. 6 of 10, 3 of 5. It's a pretty even game. You just capitalized on the mistakes that Bay Area made. And Bay Area made quite a few. Other than that, it's just minus the yardage. It's a fairly even game. You expected Bay Area to run the ball quite a bit. That's kind of what they do. They almost ran for 100. They threw for over 200. I expected Vegas to take their deep shots like they do. Run a little bit with Wimbush. Obviously, Jerome Johnson will run it, gain his yards that he does as well. But yeah, I was fully expecting Vegas to really turn on the Jets here, and they didn't have to. You look at the individual stats on the left side here. You threw 13 total passes, 8 completions, 3 of them for touchdowns. So it's like you kind of did get your deep shots, but at the same time, I don't know. What do you do if you're Bay Area? Like I said, you're not equipped to play from behind. And I get it. That might just be a narrative that I see. But you look at this game, and you kind of look at the 2 games that Bay Area had against San Diego, and you just kind of look and go, is there something wrong here? I'm not sure. Looking at the rushing leaders, Jerome Johnson with 35, Shane Simpson with 57. CJ Wyndham, 2 catches, 46 yards. Jazarick Peterson with a nice game. 85 yards, 7 catches, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, what can you say about this? Just Just an insane game. It was close, but it wasn't. When you look at the statistics, close, but it wasn't. Let's go take a look at our bets, and we'll wrap up everything. Stop asking. No. So with the scores, I got Frisco right, so I'm happy about that. No, total loss. Lost the bets. Not a good weekend for betting. We all knew that. And yeah, I thought Quad City would pull out a close win. It was the other way around. And I thought Bay Area, honestly, I thought Bay Area had some momentum. Not so. I guess I took a little bit too much credit for Vegas and Duke City, thinking Vegas might have struggled a little bit, but maybe Duke City's defense is that good. Who's to say? But hey, took one hell of a bath this weekend when it comes to scores, predictions, bets, and everything like that. I don't know ball. I don't know what else to say. Humbled really quickly. Can't get on that high horse with predictions and bets and everything too much. But great weekend. Had 3 teams get their first win. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm putting this one out late, almost a full freaking week late. I do apologize. I just wanted to get that expansion video out before that one turned into something on the shelf that never gets released. So that's where we're at. I don't really have too much to recap here. Just wrong on almost everything, as usual. But we got another week of action popping up. We got week 9 starting on Friday. This will be out Thursday morning. So I'll get the Friday night previews out Thursday night, Friday morning for people to watch. We'll get through Saturday, and yeah, a lot of games on Saturday, but nice and evenly spaced out that I should be able to get some previews, recaps, and things along those lines out before the 4 nighttime games. I'm hoping I can at least get like the Green Bay game and the Jacksonville game both done, because I think those are the 1 and 3 o'clock games. I think I can get both of those done, recaps and stuff, before the 7s kick off. So here's to hoping. But anyway, appreciate you guys liking the video. Keep watching them. Keep liking, subscribing, commenting, doing all that. I really love the feedback from the expansion video. I want to do more stuff like that. Obviously, this stuff takes kind of precedence over that. That's what my main goal is, to do the previews, recaps, betting stuff, and things along those lines. But I like doing fun videos like expansion, or like I said, at some point I want to do like team histories, and if there's anyone that can obviously help with that, has either worked with teams or been a part of the organizations or played or done anything like that, I want to kind of have deep dives into some teams, teams of the past. I'm talking like Alaska, Nebraska, the Odessa Roughnecks, or whatever, the West Texas Roughnecks, whatever they were called, things like that. I would love to do things along those lines, and kind of just really start picking up the history stuff even I don't know about the Indoor Football League, and just go through those deep dives. So that might be my main goal. That's I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself on that one, though. One step at a time. But like I said, appreciate you guys watching the video. I'm going to sign off from here. Let's get ready for week 9. Love you guys. Thank you for everything. It truly means a lot. From the bottom of my heart, it means a lot. So thank you for watching the videos and taking your time out to watch them. I know some of these are very long. I love you guys. I appreciate it. That being said, let's go get ready for week 9. See ya.